To reach their full potential, every child and teen needs to feel connected to one or more adults and peers. Building supportive relationships through interactions with individual youth, as well as facilitating interactions between youth and their peers, will foster those feelings of connection for your youth at your club. Keep watching to learn tips for building and fostering supportive relationships among adults and youth at your club. Supportive relationships start with you, the youth development professional, or the club staff. Youth should experience warmth, caring, appreciation, and acceptance from staff.
Kira, it's so good to see you back. How was your trip?
When staff model genuine interest and positive relationships themselves, youth will learn from your example.
Marcus, I'm glad to see you're feeling better. You must have missed playing kickball. We certainly missed you.
When supportive relationships exist, you encourage relationships among youth and adults. Staff know young people's interests, likes, dislikes, and passions. Providing youth with a variety of opportunities to work with their peers in small groups, large groups, and independently during sessions and activities encourages youth to get to know others and make new friends. Now, let's go over a few of the major components of encouraging relationships among staff and youth at your club. The foundation of encouraging supportive relationships is making sure you use a strength-based approach. This means focusing on the strengths of young people, not their deficits.
Ben, I really like how you're so curious about things and how you keep trying when you want to learn something new. I know in this case, if you just take it one step at a time, you'll be able to complete the experiment and explain your results. What can we do to help?
Identify what a young person does well, find ways for them to do more of it, and build on those skills. This will help youth build resiliency and a sense of self-efficacy. Another major component of building supportive relationships is asking effective questions. This means asking relevant, open-ended, and challenging questions to engage youth in conversation, balancing those questions with comments and dialogue, actively listening to youth's responses, and making sure every young person in the group has the opportunity to provide input. This gives all youth a voice, builds community, and encourages self-reflection.
I know many of you are here because you enjoy being creative and making things with your hands. What are some of your favorite ways to express yourself with art? I'm hearing many of you like to paint or draw. Greg, I saw you shake your head while your peers were responding. What are some ways you like to be creative?
Helping give young people opportunities to get to know their peers is also an important component of fostering supportive relationships. At times of transition, such as the beginning of the school year, pairing each young person with a buddy or family group helps youth feel at ease and get to know others.
It's a new school year and I'm seeing a lot of new faces. We're going to pair everyone up with a buddy so our new members can get comfortable at the club.
You can also provide youth with designated times to interact and build community by creating homerooms that consist of youth in the same age group or with similar interests. This will facilitate peer-to-peer relationships and build smaller communities within your club. Here are some additional tips that you can implement at your club to encourage relationships among staff and youth. Tip 1. Learn young people's names and call them by their names while you're with them. To model respect, make sure to pronounce young people's names correctly.
You did the whole monkey bars, Juanita!
Tip 2. Review group agreements, expectations, rules, and program limits at the beginning of a session or activity. Encourage youth to shout out when they see their peers following the group agreements. Tip 3. Facilitate conversation starters by posing open-ended questions to the group. For example, you could ask them, if you could do anything when you grow up, what would it be? Tip 4. Provide multiple activity options within sessions and allow youth to work with others with similar interests. Tip 5. Use groupers when dividing the large group into smaller groups or pairs. This will allow everyone an opportunity to work with new people. In summary, to ensure youth feel connected to their peers and adults, it is critical that you intentionally build and facilitate these relationships at your club. You can do that by using the main strategies and tips from this video.